Hey, this is Dan and Abhilash from GBA 517, and we're here to talk about cloud computing.
I have absolutely zero to no experience using a cloud computational system, but I do know somebody who actually works in this field. He's actually going to give a brief introduction and what he does.
I work for Hitachi Data Systems. Basically, our company sells storage infrastructure product to media companies, financial companies, oil and gas. And what these companies do on the back end is store all of their media, email on our product. You're talking about a tremendous amount of petabytes which is stored on our product. Petabytes, P-E-T-A, bytes. 1 petabyte is equal to 1,000 of these drives. You can imagine how much information can be stored on a product such as this.
I just want to give you guys a brief history of what cloud computing is. A long time ago in the 1950s, a lot of people were like, we have quote-unquote dumb computers, or we have computers that are not computationally that strong. IBM actually decided to have these things called mainframes. Mainframes are pretty much a building filled with computers. All it is going to do is just compute. What they had is they had one central hub. From that one central hub came terminals. They had different terminals. So like right now, if this is a central computer, they had different terminals. A terminal was something like this, or something like this, or something like that. A terminal could access the power of the computation, the power of the storage and everything. So what I think happened after that was people forgot about it. I mean, there were internal networks, there was internets and all, and people built on top of it. But the prelude to the cloud culture that we live in right now was email. What happened in emails was, first they had emails sent from one computer to another computer. What Yahoo and Hotmail did in the late part of the 1990s is that they decided to make web-based mail. What is web-based mail? The same thing as LIU. You go to a website, and instead of one person sending it to another person, it's one person sends it to a cloud or your Gmail account, and you go to your cloud and you receive it. And that proved to be really great. People build on top of it and on top of it, and pretty much the next part is we're going to explore the different cloud softwares that are out there.
Behold, we're on the back end of the campus. Take a look at the beautiful scenery. Here comes the gazebo. We're in the back end of the parking lot, and lo and behold, we're on campus. We're going to talk about the various platforms on the cloud computing platform. The first one that I want to talk about is platform as a service. Basically, it's the hardware, software, and services associated with running a business IT environment. SaaS as a service stands for software as a service. And again, it's different from PaaS because it's specific to software only. The last is infrastructure as a service. And it's all inclusive. It's hardware, software, and services. So it's all encompassing.
Why is cloud computing there in the first place? The reason is simple. It's three things. It's what you want, when you want, and for the price that you want. So we actually are going to talk about a couple different examples of what exactly the scalable computing is. Amazon Web Services is probably the biggest cloud computing software that's out there. To give you how big Amazon Web Services, Netflix is hosted by Amazon Web Services. You're looking at petabytes of data.
As an example of consumers benefiting from cloud computing, pharmaceutical by the name of Pathwork Diagnostics stores a majority of its cancer tissues in the cloud. When a doctor receives a tissue sample that they are not familiar with, they're able to, through data analytics, run the sample through their cloud platform and provide a diagnosis to the customer within one day.
I mean, Shell figures out how much oil is there underneath our feet based on cloud computing. Animoto, websites that create fantastic videos. The reason why they make all that much content is because of scalable computing that's available to them.
But the important thing is cloud computing is going to now allow companies to compete on a global basis. They'll be much more efficient and effective both internally and externally, given the access of information that they're going to have through the use of data analytics. It's going to affect, in a positive manner, their bottom line.
Yeah, guys, pretty much anytime you think about cloud computing, these are the three things that you should know.
Flexible.
Scalable.
And it saves money.
By the way, Dan had something to say to the class.
If you want one of the platforms, simply call 212-827-1385 or simply go to the web and take a look at hds.com. We'll be more than happy to help you.
And thank you guys for listening. I hope the class ends early. I want to go home. Professor Colin, you have been great. Thank you so much for having us. And guys, every single one of you, it's a pleasure being in class with you guys. Hope to see you all in the future. Thanks.
Exactly.
See you guys. See you at Capstone. Or if you're not taking Capstone, then. Either way, bye guys. See you later. Bye-bye.